make it 3-2 also.
But now, you guys don't have a chart. We have a chart. You're going to have to just remember, Zhou, in every series that Zhou has lost, it has been an 0-2 result.
Okay, yeah.
So Zhou has very few wins outside of the rounds where he has ended up winning. So that means that Zhou essentially is out of this tournament. But if Zhou really wants to help his fellow Swede, he'll try to kill Hasselhoff as hard as he can.
My brain's all wide across everywhere at the moment.
I know. Now, if we integrate across the reels, we're going to see Thorsen has a chance of qualifying.
But a very minute one, right?
But if you don't want to think, all you have to do is wait. Because Huck versus Moon is going to be happening soon. The question is, can Huck break through the crowd of thousands of fangirls that showed up to cheer him on his way to the restroom?
That's a tough one, actually. You've experienced that before.
Yes.
All the fangirls chasing you around.
I constantly have to run to the restroom just punching to make sure I can actually get there in time.
Sometimes you like come on my shoulders and then take a big bunny hop over a load of people.
That is what I do, Apollo.
You're already tall enough as it is, but with my added help. Sorry, man.
I know, and you are a man to stand on.
It's like we're like the real life CS players who jump on each other's backs.
And it looks like Huck has returned. We're going into game 2. It's going to be Zelnaga Caverns, Huck versus Moon, potentially one game away of being the first non-Korean to knock out a Korean at this tournament. And what a way it would be. Game 2 has now started. In the top right corner, the Canadian Protoss demonstrating some of the highest caliber skill we've seen yet. We have Liquid Huck! And in the bottom left, we have the Zerg player showcasing a remarkable counterattack style, almost beating Huck in the last game, but a key misstep with the Infestors managed to give him the loss. Will he come back? If you'd like him to win, give a cheer for We Made Fox's Moon.
So in this series, first map Metalopolis, second map Zelnaga Caverns. Cannot get any more standard than that. These two maps have been played over and over and over from the beginning of time. There was a little heart displayed there in Moon's base, as usual, by Huck with his, there it is again, inside the base.
It's remarkably well planted. He's done this a lot, clearly has studied the curves of the heart very well.
Indeed, and maybe that's because there's thousands of fangirls sitting behind him. He has to show his compassion somehow.
I know. Who did Huck wink at when he set that rally point? We do not know here. In the day 9 tent, we see Moon now throwing down the pool gas, very standard. Huck will be building the gateway, leaving some space for the cybernetics core wall off. Very widespread open map, but Metalopolis, because it has no clearly defined center, counterattacks are a lot stronger than on this map, and we're seeing the influence of that probe really dealing a lot of damage.
That's so annoying. Look at that. He's like forced so many drones to retreat to a different patch, and he's going to continue with this until Blings do come out, and then he will go ahead and retreat. And look at this. Look at this in Huck's base. Go, go, go.
I'm going as fast as I possibly can, Apollo. It is an assimilator.
A second assimilator before cybernetics core's even begun.
Ooh, now this could possibly be a sign that we might end up seeing a fast Dark Templar play or a fast Blink play. Generally will not be doing some sort of 3-gate pressure. I can only imagine Huck doing this if he did some sort of key misstep, but Huck is not the type of player to do that.
And he's already saving up his Chrono Boost as well at 42 already this stage of the game. And he's going to get, well, actually, will the Zealot come out before these Lings get there? I really hope they do, because I really want to see Moon pull this off. I mean, Huck pull this off. But will these Lings get up there in time? It looks like the Zealot will arrive, but this Overlord is going to be so important. This is the only way that Moon can ever scout Huck, so we're going to have to see how this will develop.
Interestingly, nothing too noteworthy coming out of Huck, just saving a little Chrono Boost for that Warp Gate. There's the sentry going down as well. In the south position, we see Moon has that hatch going down, and a Twilight Council for Huck.
Do you know what's really smart from Huck, though? Because he got this second gas early, he's still able to get that sentry out, which is really, really going to confuse Moon, because he's like, oh, okay, cool, sentry build again. Because usually when you do tech, you have, oh, and he's even adding on the double gateways too, in front of the Overlord. Usually people will be like, oh, Huck, why did you show that to the Overlord? Well, that is genius play, because now we've had a double confirmation from Moon. He sees a sentry, and now he sees 2 extra gateways, and Huck is most definitely going to add that Dark Shrine.
And
there it is! And Moon has no idea about it. Everything Moon has seen so far relates over to 3-Gate Expo. Will he build an Evo Chamber? This is all down to that Evo Chamber, and it's not in the production yet, and I don't think it will be, as a Roach Warren is added on.
Oh, a Roach Warren going down. Moon suspects something, but does not know how early that gas went down. Now, around the 6-minute and 30-second mark is generally when a Nexus would appear, but we're seeing it's going to be a little longer than that for the Dark Shrine to complete.
What I think Moon is actually going to do is go all in from here. He's still in gas. Usually Moon loves to go ahead and get a 3rd base, but he's still there. The Roach Warren's up, and he's adding on 2 Overlords at once so that he can open up his supply and build a bunch of Roaches. Let's see if he does that, because if he does, it's going to be a clear counter build by Huck. And 2 drones. Is he going to build any more, or just Roaches now? This is the question. Look at that production tab. And he's waiting for the lava inject to finish. Okay, here comes the lava. What is it going to be? Roaches! Oh my god! Oh. I really think Huck is in such a great position right now. No Overseer possible because of no layer, no Evo Chamber down. This could be a very easy win from Huck.
And it looks like Huck even has a Zealot blocking in case one of the Speed Zerglings tries to march on in. Where are the Dark Templar? There they are, starting to move out. Moon has a huge food lead, but has 0 detection.
Oh no, and I don't know, the only way Moon can win now is if he somehow gets a counter-attack gone into the main base, but still with no detection, no Evo Chamber, there's nothing he can do against these DTs, and this is looking pretty bad for Moon, and in come the DTs, Sean.
Oh, and excuse me, I have a main to get to. And there's the Dark Templar starting to do damage at the natural expansion, ripping apart. Oh no, Moon! In a total panic, his main going down as well.
He needs to warp in the DT in that gap between the gateway and the cybernetics core, and then there's nothing that Moon can do.
And look at this, 18 workers killed. We see that Huck is completely annihilating the worker line of Moon. Huck has a lot of Zealots throwing down more hero force fields, trying to withstand. We see the DTs morphing in, nothing mining in the main, nothing mining in the natural.
And all the drones are just going up for an all-out attack along with all these Linger Roaches. And Huck's 2 DTs here doing so much damage to the Roaches, and there's nothing here that Moon can do. This has to be a GG!
And there it is! Woo! Huck with an amazingly well-timed build, so fragile. Getting the DTs, still having enough gas for the 3 sentries, still having enough minerals for the early Nexus, all the timing lined up, threw Moon off, and he did the Roach all in, and Huck punished it, killing all the workers he needed to, and the rest that he didn't kill, Moon just brought straight to the front door.
I can't believe how smart that build was. Getting that double assimilator early on, completely messing around with Moon's head. I was going to use an inappropriate word then, but completely messing around with Moon's head and absolutely going straight out 2-0 versus Moon. The first non-Korean victory for a very long time, and Huck must be feeling pretty confident to go complete 5-0 in his group.
And now that will wrap up the coverage of the group stage matches here from the Day 9 TV tent. Right now, we currently do have Hasu Obs duking it out against Show, Thorzane playing against Machine, seeing who will be the person to advance in 2nd place from the 6th group that we have today. Will it be Hasu Obs? Will it be Thorzane? Will it be Show? It will definitely be at least one of them. Well, actually only one of them. So we will find out when we come back. It will be the group stage selection. We will be going to the final 16, and then following that, 2 round of 16 casts tonight. Incredible play by Huck. What a treat. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm Day 9.
And I am D Apollo.
That was it for the group stage matches. After this, the group stage drawings and the round of 16 to wrap up the evening.